There's a story that's making the rounds on the Wall Street Journal, CNN, Axios. It's a story about a job strategy. That strategy is called quiet quitting. And essentially what it is you work for a company, you put in the bare minimum, whatever the bare minimum is, just to keep that job. And then you get your fulfillment somewhere else. And it's a strategy that, according to the articles, according to the news reports, a lot of millennials are using. I happen to think that people your age, my age, we've been using this strategy for a long, long time. But for whatever reason, now it has a label. It's become popular. We're going to talk about this strategy in this video, and I'm going to tell you why I believe it could be a strategy that you may want to adopt, especially if you're somebody who's worried about keeping your job. Maybe you're worried because you're not sure that the income that you have from this place is going to last much longer. Or it could just be that you're thinking, you know what, I want to do something completely different. I'm tired of working here and I need to get out. So we're going to talk about quiet quitting right after this break. Welcome back to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes. Well, as I said before the break, in this video, what I want to do is I want to talk about a topic called quiet quitting and why it could be a strategy that fits you or could fit you perfectly if you're looking out for yourself, you're looking out for your income, and you're worried or maybe even concerned about the future at your company. So we're going to talk about quiet quitting, but before I get too far into it, I want to let you know that this video is sponsored by Career Fitter. Career Fitter produces career aptitude test. Got to tell you, I'm a big fan of career aptitude tests if you don't already know that. I've done a few reviews on multiple career aptitude tests, and I found Career Fitter's test to be the very best. So I'm glad that they are sponsoring this video. So now let's get on to our topic. Let's talk about quiet quitting. So when I first heard about quiet quitting, or this label now that's being attached to this job strategy, and it's a strategy, like I said, that I think a lot of folks out there have been using when they were able to. And when they're able to, usually it's when you are working remotely, and salespeople have used this strategy. They're working for a company. They don't really want to sell this particular product or service or whatever they're selling. And while they're on their job, they're doing the bare minimum so that they can keep that job, but they're also doing their own thing. And millennials, according to this story, or these stories, it seems like millennials, what they're doing is when they're working remotely, what they're able to do is, they do the bare minimum, but they're also working on their own gig. And it could be just doing something small that they're looking to build big, but whatever it is, they're doing this strategy. And as I said before the break, I think it's a strategy that maybe people who are over 50 can use, especially if you're worried about your career. Now, let me make something perfectly clear about this strategy about quiet quitting. It doesn't work. It can't work if you're working in an office, which most people are working in an office. But if you do work remotely, if you're somebody who's got a sales gig and you're out every day, you're selling a product or a service, or maybe you're at home and you're working on a computer, you're working for the company. Well, if you're doing one of those types of jobs, working in a quiet quitting mode, that could be for you. But granted, it's not going to work for everyone. But it does work. And it is a strategy that I will advocate for. I do advocate for, because I think it's a strategy that is necessary for a lot of folks out there who are over 50. We know the data. We know that over 50% of workers over the age of 50 are pushed out of their job before they're ready to retire. They're pushed out because of their age. So you've got to look out for yourself. Some folks out there may say, you know what, Lou, that's really stealing. That's stealing. And I agree, it is stealing if you're not doing enough to keep your job. And that enough is the bare minimum. Now, it's hard. It is hard for people who are your age and my age. It's hard for us just to go into a job and do the bare minimum because we're so used to giving it 110%. But that 110%, where has it gotten you over the years? And again, I know there are folks out there who are going to be upset or disagree with what I'm saying, what I'm advocating here, and that's fine. That is fine. I have no problem with it. Give that 100%, give that 110%, and hopefully that job, that company, they will take care of you. And hopefully that you'll retire with a nice retirement, a nice income. Hopefully that's going to happen for you. But for those of you right now who have the opportunity, you're working remotely, maybe again you're in a sales position. If you're in one of those positions and you can take advantage of this quiet quitting strategy, I have no problem with it, provided again that you do at least the bare minimum to keep that job. But you got to look out for yourself. You got to look out for your future. You got to look out for what is best for you and what's best for your family. So quiet quitting, it seems like it's getting some negative play out there. But you know what? That negative play, you can turn it into a positive. You can turn it into a positive because you're looking out for your future. You're looking out for your family. And as I said already, you're looking out for your income. Well, that's all I got for you today, my friends. I just wanted to touch on this topic, this quiet quitting. It's a strategy that's been going on for a long time. I happen to know some people who have used this philosophy to build a successful business. And by the way, I'm not one of those folks. I actually quit my job to start my business, my first business and my second business, because I worked a couple different jobs and made sure that I focused my energy on my business because I knew that was my future. So again, that's all I got for you. If you do have any questions, please go ahead and make a comment, send me an email. And again, by the way, this video is sponsored by Career Fitter. I want to thank Career Fitter for sponsoring this video. I believe in the product. Again, I've said this already. I did a few reviews on multiple career aptitude tests, and I found theirs to be the very best. So that's all I got for you. As I always say, have a great day, everybody.